In my career, I have built sales systems for companies making tens of millions of dollars every month. And today, I have decided to enter the same blueprint to you. If your pipeline is messy, you believe you're not making enough money, or even you're burning cash, in 8 minutes I'll show you the B2B CRM system that I run with Dalil AI that will enable you to stop the leak and even start growing. Hi, I'm Giuseppe Manzone and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Dalil AI, the CRM platform that is built for the AI era. In my 12 years of experience working at corporations like Total or consulting with very large companies when I was at McKinsey, I have built so many sales systems that I cannot even count. And I've learned a couple of things. So if you stick with me until the end of the video, you will get a couple of things that are very valuable for your CRM system. First of all, you will get 5 pipelines which you should consider use in your CRM and how to set up the checklist and the exit rule for each one of the stages. Additionally, you will get a couple of different automations that will be super important to superpower your CRM system. And finally, how to use the Dalil Score to understand what companies and what opportunities you should prioritize. Don't get me wrong, I know what you're thinking. Giuseppe, why should I listen to you? Why should I start using 5 different pipelines when I'm using only one and everything goes well? But let me ask you a question. Is really everything going well? Or you could do better? Or you could even increase the growth rate that you're having right now. This can only happen if you apply certain rules. And today, if your company has one giant pipeline with everything mixed in, no exit rules, manual processes with the reps avoiding the CRM, I can tell you that something wrong and something must be fixed in your sales system. Now, let's talk about these famous 5 different pipelines and what they represent. The first one, of course, is the new deals, right? New logos, new business, everything that is new coming in the companies and that is making us grow. The second one, of course, should be the annual renewals, right? Companies that have been with you for a while and you want to make sure that they will renew the contracts with you for the next year. Additionally, there are pipelines that should be specifically used for cross-sell and upsell across the different relationships you have with your different clients. Additionally, for every new deal, you should have 2 different pipelines that you should use in order to ensure that they stick with you for a very long time. The first one, of course, is the implementation and onboarding. You need to ensure that when they come on board, they start using your platform, your service, your product in the right way immediately. And the second one is the customer success, ensuring that you collect all the feedback requests and everything that can make sure that the company and your clients have the right relationship to keep going together for a very long time. Now, if we look very quickly at the new deal pipeline, right, that's something that everybody knows, that you have these different stages like lead qualified, demo booked, proposal, negotiation, deal lost, deal won, right? And this is usually used by the SDR or the account executives. The moment you start thinking about annual review pipeline, that's a totally different story because you need a set of stages that are different. Let's start with a term, which means that you start contacting the companies or the different people 90 days before the contract ends. And then from there, you will have renewal meetings, a new frame proposal, or a new opportunity for them, the negotiation, and then closed won or closed lost. And this pipeline, of course, should not be taken care by the SDR, but it's mostly used by the customer success manager. And one additional pipeline you should not avoid at all, it's the onboarding and the implementation kind of pipeline. Why? Is because that ensures that you are on the top of the newest closed deals and you are ensuring that after they become your customer, they start to use your product constantly, and at least for the first 30 days, they feel that you are there to help them if they need any help. This is the only way to ensure that you will have the less churn rate as possible. We also spoke about checklists and exit rules, but what are they? Those are a set of elements that people at your company should look at before moving any opportunity to the next stage. Let me give you an example. If you want to move a new opportunity from the new deal stage to the discovery stage, you should look first a couple of things. You have to make sure that you mapped the right decision maker, that you define the pain point, and you have potentially a budget and a timeline. And as an exit rule, you need to have all those elements right, mapped, and documented within the CRM. Before having all of that, you should not move a new opportunity from new deal to discovery, for the simple reason that you don't have all the elements you need to start moving to the proposal phase that will come later. Now, let's talk about Dalil Score and what it can do for you. Many CRMs out there offer you the possibility to add a percentage for each stages. Like for example, if you are in discovery stage, you will have a 30% possibility to close the deal, or if you are in negotiation stage, you will have 80% to close it. But what we have decided to do with Dalil Score is to give you much deeper information about what is happening with specific deal in its specific stage. For example, you should never have two different deals in the same stage having the same probability to be closed, because there are always nuances about what is happening within a specific opportunity. You have WhatsApp messages, you have LinkedIn messages, you have emails, and potentially somehow also calls that are happening within each stage. And the customer give you a specific sentiment of what is happening or not happening in favor to close the opportunity. Dalil does exactly that. It analyzes all those interactions, the information that are present in the CRM, and also the user nodes that are imported within the CRM, and enables to give you different scores within each stage. Let me give you an example. If you have 5 different stages, each stage will have a brackets from 0 to 20 or 21 to 40, right? So you can have a brackets of 20 points between each opportunity. And based on the quality of the relationship you are building with the specific company, then will give you a higher score. And therefore, within each stage, you will be able to prioritize what company should be contacted first, should be closed first to move to the next stage of the pipeline. Now, another great thing that Dalil AI offers to you is to have an AI sales assistant built in within the platform and accessible via WhatsApp to update your CRM with plain English, which means you will not need to ask your team anymore to update manually the CRM or to build huge complex automations to making updating itself. You will just send a message like update John Doe email, or update John Doe phone number, update John Doe information with a note about this and that, or create a task to make me follow up with John Doe in 4 days. And all those information will happen automatically within your CRM. So with the very simple WhatsApp messages, you will be able to update your CRM. And this is something that only Dalil does. In the document that I will share with you, you will also find a list of automations that you can use in order to superpower your sales system. And a couple of examples could be like when you receive a Stripe payment, you could automatically move the opportunity to the close one stage. And the moment it goes to close one stage, you could also have the opportunity move directly to the onboarding and implementation pipeline in the first stage, and have the checklist to start for different agents in order to start working on that. And I can tell you, the moment you start building all those automations, either within the CRM or using N8N, Zapier, or Make automation platforms, is there that you will see your team really giving the best to you and using the time for really sales and making your business grow, rather than spending time and use valuable resources for admin work. Therefore, if you would like to recap everything we discussed about, in your CRM there should be at least 5 different pipelines for you to ensure that you're managing your customer in the right way based on their journey. You should have checklists and exit rules for each one of the stages within the pipeline. You should start turning on all those automations in order to supercharge your sales system. You should potentially start using the Dalil Score to understand the nuances within the stages for each opportunity. And finally, to run a weekly review about your pipeline to understand if everything is done following the rules and the processes that you set up after this video. Okay, we are at the end of the video, and it was a real pleasure talking to you. As promised, you will be able to download the full blueprint by clicking on the link in the description. And if you like the video, please click the like button, leave a comment, and maybe also follow the channel. It will be a great support for us. As always, thank you so much, and see you in the next video.